Subscribe to Grazia and press on the bell icon.
All right. So first question. It's been 2 years since the pandemic started, of course, and it has obviously worn everyone down in terms of, physical well-being, mental well-being, everything. So how does one focus on their holistic well-being during this period of time?
Life has been different from era to era. There have been different sets of problems and challenges in every era. I always tell people that life is seldom a lake, but more an ocean, and that too ocean in wild motion. So nothing is stable. You need to be completely stable and balanced, like this. And the more you're stable and balanced, the more you'll be able to cope with it. So the coping mechanism is more important than what's happening outside. The internal coping mechanism. And if you hear the likes of Sadhguru, Baba Ramdev, Shri Ravi Shankar, Ma Hansaji, Deepak Chopra, etc., the coping mechanism says calmness, equanimity, stillness, equilibrium is most important, and you will sail through every tide. Then you will be the surfer with the grace. You know how the surfers do? In absolutely, wild waves, they are so perfectly balanced and they move and they smile on their face and they're enjoying the ride.
Right.
So be like that. So quietude, observing silence, meditation, stillness, stopping everything that you're doing and just simply being. Now, when you get into the being, what happens is your erratic, staggered, racing breath comes back to breath of flow, breath of rhythm, and slow and relaxed. Deep, slow, and relaxed. This brings you in here now. And the here now makes you all capable with creative solutions. The worst use of imagination is stress. The best use of imagination is being creative in stress or wherever there are issues. Be creative. That's the best use of imagination. Because when you're creative, you will become optimistic as well. You will be faith-driven also. And you will be the driver of your own consciousness. You will be the molder of your own pot. You'll be the Harry Potter. And you'll be the co-creator of your destiny. So I think I'm deviating from your question a little bit. But to answer the question well is that be the driver of your own change, having the coping mechanism so that whatever the outer condition is every 100 years, every millennia, doesn't matter. You are evolving your consciousness. Now coming to this era, that's growing pandemic and everybody's so scared. Instead of being scared and focusing on pandemic and focusing on COVID, I just written some lines, focus on the Star of David. 6 pointed stars, 2 triangles crossing each other, confluence of energies, and a perfect equilibrium. When 2 triangles cross each other, if you see, they're in perfect equilibrium. So yin yang, hatha, chandra, surya. Okay?
Understood.
All
Understood.
this perfect balancing. So healthy food, come back to healthy food habits, come back to optimal movement therapy. You may call it yoga, you may call it functional training. Take loads of sunshine, we had forgotten. Breathe lots of air, have breath for breakfast. Soak yourself in sun. Take air bath. Okay? Take long showers, proper baths. And enjoy with the elements. Elements are the purest. They are not corrupted. Hence, they don't have an ego. Hence, they could be great mediums to meditate, to empower, to transport, to teleport, and find solutions to cleanse your aura, to soothe you mentally, psychologically, emotionally, uplift you, give you back the cheer. So fire, water, air. Then I can say simple, space, ether, stillness.
Right.
And there you go.
Perfect. Awesome. I think that's a very nice way of explaining it, especially the surfer analogy. It's a beautiful way of explaining it. So, now coming to like mental health being, since it is kind of like being highlighted, especially during the pandemic, not everybody is indoors. It has been impacted quite a bit, especially with the third wave incoming as well, right? So that has caused an increase in anxiety and stuff like that. What kind of methods would you suggest to counter places at points of time where you do feel that feeling where you just like too anxious to do anything at all?
I just spoke about the elements, the
Mm-hmm,
purity of the elements, and the
mm-hmm,
purity that helps you cleanse you, fortify you, consolidate you, integrate you. Now
mm-hmm,
let's come to the representations of those elements. Okay, so like earth. So what births out of earth? Flowers. So look at the flowers, look at the trees, look at the lawns, and you will know that energy is infinite. And you will know that energy is in abundance, and you can absorb those energies. When you literally smell flowers, smell
mm-hmm.
fruits, eat fruits, have honey, dates, raisins, immediately there is upliftment of your psychological being.
Right.
Emotions transform completely. Okay, if that is not available, go and hug the people you like, either to say sorry or to say I love you, and see the transformation of your biochemistry. Okay, if that is not possible, go to the nearest window, either step down the staircase and go in the sun and just stand in the sun under the open sky. Look at the sky, and suddenly your breath from erratic will come back to rhythmic. And when your breath comes back rhythmic into the flow,
Mm-hmm.
you think that, oh my God, why am I feeling so limited when everything around me is so infinite and abundant? So that shift of consciousness will happen.
Right.
Otherwise, just go and sit in the park and literally go and hug a tree. People will call you stupid. Doesn't matter. You don't exist for this world, you exist for yourself. So, literally, when you hug a tree, you give away, the tree absorbs you all your negativity, absorbs your negativity, and you absorb the purest form of energy right from the roots of it to the branches and fruits of it and the flowering of it. Your
Right.
life can also become as fragrant as flowers, as sweet as fruits, as strong as the tree roots. Who stops you? Your own being stops you. Then taking a bath helps. If a bath is not possible, open the tap and just keep splashing water. Lots of water. Okay? And most importantly, if it is possible, take a couple of glasses of water on the basin and just pour it from top. Just pour two,
Okay.
three glasses. Put a napkin
Okay.
around. Now, these are the things which are very therapeutic, exceptionally therapeutic. If nothing works, shut your eyes, wrap around something so that you make darkness pitch dark, so that your perceptions go down and inner intuitions go up, or harmony and silence comes into being.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. All
So
right.
it's
So
all
try all
about the
these things.
feeling of being limitless, essentially, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, let's not use the word limit at all.
Okay.
Infinite, abundant,
Infinite.
eternal. So neuro-linguistic programming also suggests that the choice of words also influence our mindset. Especially for those who are extremely analytical, extremely thinking, the choice of words constantly takes them into the spin of
Mm-hmm.
negativity. So slow pause before you speak, slow pause before you react, then you will respond. Simply just step out and take a walk. So breaking the pattern of your mood, breaking the influence of the moment and disrupting it with something new. Get to listen to the music, or just shut your eyes and start breathing out. 20, 30 times, you will be a different person. You will not be the same person.
So infinite being the keyword here, clearly. You and
Abundance,
Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. Yeah, sorry. So you were saying something?
abundance,
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 eternal, and of
eternity.
course infinite. So the three words, the three musketeers, clearly. So you and Chef Sanjeev Kapoor have just come out with a new book called Immunity Plus. Please tell us a little bit about the book and what it is all about. There it is.
In your face. Yeah, Padma Shri Sanjeev Kapoor, Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, who's also the promoter of and founder of Food Channel.
Mhm.
Food Channel. It's a very popular, most popular TV channel on food, and also Wonder Chef, and of course, he endorses so very many meaningful food brands, and recently introduced a breakfast at Starbucks, great menu, and lot
Yeah.
many things. He's a man that wears so many hats. He's into education, he's into food development. I mean, he's a food scientist of sorts. He's a genius. Anyway, so yes, this book on immunity, it's called Immunity Plus. This book is a 28-day revitalizing program where
Mhm.
you look good, feel better, and perform great. So 4 weeks of, I would say, optimal movement therapy, 4 weeks of different kinds of breathing, 4 weeks of nutrition by Padma Shri Sanjeev Kapoor, 4 weeks of meditation, 4 weeks of rest, 4 weeks of affirmations, visualizations, and 4 weeks of the world packed into one book, which
Mhm.
doesn't cost more than $250
Mhm.
in your face. And that is not even 10 rupees a day to get you wellness. Less than 10 rupees a day. Can you imagine? I mean, you don't even get a vada pav and a sugarcane juice for that,
That's so
or a
true.
cutting chai. So this book is packed with everything one needs for immunity and revitalizing in 28 days with heaps of immunity. If you were to start and do it for a month, at least a stepping up, people will say, okay, like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years of abuse, how can it be undone in 28 days? My answer is in 28 days, you will come to a very healthy starting point.
Mhm.
This book will initiate you. So thank you, HarperCollins. Thank you, Popular Prakashan. This book will initiate you into the process and it will take you to levels higher than imagined. And this book is about revisiting it again and again. Give this book to your grandparents and parents and in laws. This will be the best gift for them ever if you want them to live longer. Well, if your mother in law is troubling you, you may not wish for the same, but that's fine. Just joking.
Of course, that sounds absolutely lovely. And considering that, like you said, it is available for someone for like less than 10 rupees a day. I mean, I think that's just phenomenal. So, moving on from that to again, like back to COVID. So, how cases of reinfection are on the rise thanks to Omicron and stuff. So how, and
Yeah.
since most of us have already taken the 2 doses of our vaccines, right? So how does one work on the immunity post-vaccination?
Vaccination or no vaccination. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Immunity works when you start imbibing the laws of nature, sleep early, wake up early. Literally expose yourself to the elements, absorb a lot of that. Have a lot of herbal teas, a lot of vegetable juices, fruit juices, lots of fruits to eat. Eat a desi khana, typical desi khana, where all your tastes and nutrients from the taste fulfill you. So sweet, salty, spicy, tangy, astringent, bitter, pungent. 7 tastes fulfill you completely. And these 7 tastes give you all the nutrients needed if consumed in the most natural form. Then apart from that, once again, I come to that creative workouts,
Mm-hmm.
optimal mobility, optimal functional training,
Mm-hmm.
optimal motion training, okay? Optimal movements, but never to punish yourself. Workout should never be a punishment. They should be a celebration. Enjoy, slow, relax, no HIIT, cancel, slow, relax. Imagine a tortoise. A tortoise lives for 100 years, stops and moves very slowly. Dog lives only for 10 years because breathes very fast. He expends all his energy breathing fast. Breathe slow, breathe relaxed, breathe deep, be slow, be relaxed, be deep. Most importantly, speed is death, cold is death, okay? And slow is life, heat is life. All right, be warm to the world, warm up to the world, and see the world will become magical. Right?
That's lovely. But like, like you mentioned, like, when you are recovering, let's say from COVID or, post vaccination, no vaccination, whatever, you mentioned that, you should stay away from workouts like HIIT and stuff like that. So is there any specific workout regime that you would recommend for people who are maybe just recovering from COVID or are in the middle of the pandemic and, want to work out at home and not probably go to the gym and stuff like that?
Okay, so having dealt with so very many corporates on webinars and workshops that I did, and having consulted so very many individuals in the COVID, post-COVID, that we actually customize, individualize the program. Your body constitution is different from that of the other lady, Sheetal. Your, I would say, lifestyle is different. Your age is different. Your gender could be different from the other. Your blood group could be different. So sometimes we also go blood group specific, lifestyle specific. We go deep into the constitutional makeup, the anatomy of a being, the anatomy also of the psychology and emotional anatomy. And then we prescribe and customize movements, workouts. But bottom line, the baseline biology, homeostasis could be achieved by simple yoga. But yoga can be modified and all, customized training could be given to achieve better goals, higher goals, larger goals. So right from healthy weight management to immunity to reversing every ailment, we work with cancer patients, we work with asthma patients, we work with paralysis, we work with quadriplegics, we work with every kind. And wherever medical science has given up, like orthopedic surgeon would say, okay, this guy won't walk. We've made them walk. And the oncos many a time say that, okay, not more than 3-4 months, we made them live for more than a decade. So it's all about natural, nature, rhythm, flow, laws of physics, laws of Vedas, yoga, Ayurveda, everything put together.
Perfect. So like, you mentioned like everything should be natural, and we kind of live in the time where, everybody is partaking in supplements, be it health supplements, fitness supplements and stuff. So as a fitness coach, what is your opinion or view on these health supplements that people are consuming these days?
So let's start with vitamins. When it comes to vitamins, I would say, please eat only fruits. Fruits, vegetables, sprouts, dry fruits will give you loads of vitamin. So don't burden your kidneys and liver with vitamin from outside. All right. All vitamins to be taken from food. Number two, when it comes to protein, try and fulfill your protein requirement as much from food first. So all your pulses, all your nuts, all your dairy, if at all you're a dairy lover, if you're a vegan, then of course, there are other replacements. And fulfill from there. Yes, if you're a sportsman, yes, if you're competitive in nature, in sports, or in weight training, bodybuilding, you want to build a big body. First of all, I don't understand why do people want to make big bodies? Okay, we don't want to become like animals. We don't want to work out like animals. We don't want to eat like animals. We want to be like humans, conscious, all right, full of empathy, compassion, sympathy, care. So anyway, if supplements are needed, under supervision only. Otherwise, you're fine with your absolute complete meals and you're just so perfect.
All right. Perfect. So that was my last question. So thank you so much for, doing this with us. It has been a pleasure having you here. So yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Mickey Mehta.
So my parting words that this was my previous book, Lose Weight, Gain Shape. And this book typically is about gifting somebody who's struggling to lose weight. Understood. It's a 4-week program. This book, you can gift it to people who are depressed, emotionally down and out, and emotionally very distraught, in despair, no hope in life, struggling to live, and struggling like literally like creepers and crawlers. They're living their lives. They're not bouncing and bubbly and dancing and prancing. So the Shunyam quotient. And my last thing is my 10 commandments of wellness. Right. Commandment number 1. Let wellness be the religion number 1. Okay? Because religions divide and wellness unites. Commandment number 2, start a wellness revolution for human evolution. Commandment number 3, let's pledge for a disease-free world. Commandment number 4, for strong biceps, uplift the poor. Commandment number 5, for strong shoulders, take the responsibilities of the underprivileged. Commandment number 6, be rooted in humility to be better rooted in humanity. Commandment number 7, sleep every night with the wish to heal yourself. Wake up every morning with the promise to heal the world. Commandment number 8, 9, 10 and beyond. And then you can get energized, maximize, optimize, internalize, eternalize, evolutionized, revolutionized, revitalized, regularized with wellness and holistic health. And Dr. Mickey Mehta get hypnotized, mesmerized, all negativity neutralized, and get Mickey-mized.
That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sitting down with us and having this amazing conversation. It was a pleasure having you with us.
It was truly a pleasure.